Okay, we are asked to rationalize the denominator. So we have a property that says that we can write this as one radical. And the reason why I'm going to do that, because the index are the same, we're allowed to do that. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to simplify these numbers, because I know 5 can go into both of them. So now I have the square root of 8 over the square root of 3. Well, we know that we cannot have a square root in the denominator here. So we need to multiply it by something that will make it so that we can take the square root. So I know that 3 times 3 would get me 9, which we can take the square root of 9. Whatever I multiply the denominator, I need to multiply to the numerator. So we get square root of 24 over square root, this would make square root of 9, which is 3. And then before we're done, we have to make sure that none of these can go into 24. So I know that 4 can go into 24. So the square root of 24 can be simplified as 4 times 6, which is 2 radical 6. So we have 2 radical 6 over 3. And then we can simplify the numbers that are outside the radical. But since we have a 2 and a 3, there is nothing we can simplify in this particular problem. So this would be our final answer. Alright, this problem we have a cube root. So I need to multiply this denominator by something that we can take the cube root. We need to think of a number we can take the cube root of. So I know that I could find the cube root of 8, which is 2. So I need to think of what do I need to multiply 2 by to get 8? So 4. 3 cannot go into 7. 3 cannot go into 8. 3 does go into 9. So we need 2 more x's, so that way when we add 7 plus 2, it's 9. And whatever we multiply the denominator by, we have to multiply to the numerator. So we would get the cube root of 8x to the 9th power. And then we would have this in the numerator. And now we are going to simplify. The cube root of 8 is 2, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. And then we can look on the outside of our radical to see if anything can be simplified. And we know that 4 divided by 2 is 2. And that is our final answer. Alright, since this has addition here in the denominator, we're going to need to multiply by the conjugate, which is 3 minus radical 2, to the numerator and the denominator. So when we multiply these, since these are conjugates, we know that there's a difference of 2 squares. That's our shortcut. So instead I could just do 3 times 3 is 9, and then a positive times a negative is a negative, and the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4, which is the same thing as 2. So we have 7 in the denominator. Then here in the numerator we have 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times negative radical 2 is negative 4 radical 2. And then we have to see, is there anything that can go into 12, 4, and 7? Nope. So that is as completely simplified as possible.